Hello and welcome all to the Time Traveler's Tavern, where there's tales from it and other things. Yeah, I said things. Alright, I will be your navigator and captain, Deadpaw, taking you on this informative journey. Informative of what? We still don't know. But that's why we have our wonderful net guru and all-around frumpy, colorful commentary provided by my good friend Toast.
I'm closer to white bread than rye.
Fair enough. And over to the other side, we have Mr.E. Not as an ecstasy. It's more of a pun on mystery, not Mr. and E. Alright, Mr.E. in the studio with us today.
Indeed.
Alright, today we're going to go down a traveling line of science and fiction, or science fiction, or fictional science, and all that kind of good stuff.
And
then she went and pooped.
No, and then she just got full of poop.
She was constipated. Everything went downhill after that.
No, everything stacked up to her eyes after that.
Turned to brown. There's actually a guy who was constipated.
Yeah, that's possible?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Hadn't pooped in months, or is it years?
I think after months you would go to the hospital.
One of the guys I used to work with had a story that I'm not going to tell. That ended up they went in because a couple of days his girlfriend had a massive stomach ache, and it turns out she'd been constipated for like 3 or 4 days. That was enough to send her to the hospital.
Yeah.
So you figure if a guy was constipated for a month, that'd be a slightly different issue.
Yeah, that'd be new intestines that you need.
I was going to say, I remember seeing pictures of this person who eventually, I believe, died from the constipation. And as you could see, his stomach was bulged out and everything.
Ooh, I don't want to. Please don't look it up. Anyway.
To the internet!
Please don't. Don't
and beyond. Oh crap, he's in the deep web. Deep web! Get out! Get out!
Funnel web. It's the only way you can get deep in web.
And then you're eaten.
No.
By 8-legged freaks.
Jack Webb.
Okay.
You were eaten by Jack Webb?
Oh my!
Just the facts, man.
So you don't listen to that little voice.
Even if they tell you to start fire.
Describe.
Of all of our scam fighting skills, one is far more important. Are you all intentionally trying to distract me from this? Or
Intentionally, no. Passively, yes.
Passive aggressively, it would seem. You stay away. I mean it, amazing or not, you will be a squished toad. Anyway, one is far more important than all the rest. That little voice inside that tells us whether or not someone is trustworthy. As I've just explained, there will come a time when you have to rely on an expert. Your ability to discern between honest and dishonest will be all that stands between you and a ripoff. And guess what?
Give 10% at church and you'll go to heaven.
Shut up. We already covered religion.
That's
with a
about
blanket.
cons.
Yes. After you set it on fire. Stop, drop, and roll.
Oh, don't 700 Club it here.
Oh, that guy needs to go away too. But that's beside. He's a
I thought
different
he was
kind of.
dead.
He's a different kind of criminal. If he isn't by now, he should be. But that's beside.
Womp womp. He was almost president once.
I say for religion, there's always Our Lady of Perpetual Exemption.
Tell me that's not actually a thing.
It was. It was a short bit that John Oliver had done. It was John Oliver. That's not the thing that he had done for a show. Where to show how easy it is to set up a tax-exempt church, he set up a tax-exempt church called Our Church of Perpetual Exemption, and had people send him money. And he told them flat out, "You will get nothing for this." And people sent him money.
Because it's funny. And it rhymes.
Next week we'll be starting a religion, people.
Well,
Next week.
Not only did they send him money, but a couple of people had sent him, their money. One of them, I can't remember what bill it was, but it was for 10 million, whatever the currency was. Turns out it's worth about 53 cents in America. But because the whole bit was on seed faith, people started sending him bags of bird seed. And someone sent him beef jerky for some strange reason.
Beef jerky is delicious.
But they eventually shut it down after collecting like $11,000 in like 2 or 3 days, because they also were sent through the postal service. Might have been FedEx, UPS, whatever. But they were mailed vials of human semen.
Seed money.
And so at which point they basically the tail end of an episode, like, we're shutting this down because this is what we've received. Stop it, you're all sick.
Okay.
Did they deposit in the bank first?
Wait,
Or?
was it? I almost fear to ask this. Was it viable?
I don't think they bothered testing it.
Anyway.
When you get a cooler in the mail, when it's red base with a white lid, and it has that wonderful little caduceus symbol. I think that's what it's called.
See, I don't know how it's pronounced.
But
The biohazard symbol?
That's
medical symbol.
I see. Yeah, the biohazard symbol's different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Medical symbol.
Damn it! I did used to know that. I think it begins with an R or an M though.
Isn't it
with an
a
R
Red
in the
Cross?
word.
No. It's only red after the sacrifices.
He's talking about the blue.
Cannibals call them sacrifices.
He's talking about the blue emblem that is a sword with two snakes intertwined around it that are winged.
Or staff.
It's not a sword. It's a staff.
Oh, it's a staff. Okay, thought it was a sword. Was I right about the rest of it though?
The snakes intertwined? Yeah.
They're winged though, right? Aren't they?
In some permutations, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. According to this, it's caduceus.
Okay.
Or caduceus. Let's see. Or cadosis.
There's many different
Yeah.
pronunciations.
Apparently, no one can pronounce it correctly.
I went with douche. Eus. With the cad in front of it.
You went for the douchiest of explanations, which is so you.
I like to be springtime fresh.
With water and vinegar.
Sometimes a mountain breeze.
Or summer's eve.
Ooh, no.
Yes. Anyway.
Bad experience that I'm not going to go into.
Well, now I want you to almost. Or do I really not?
Let's just say there was a friend of mine by the name of Eve. Yeah, that's right. I went out with a girl named Eve.
And she was in need of said product?
No, but his first wife Lilith was.
Oh, you. In the face!
No. I specifically aimed away from the face.
That's what I said.
Which is why he hit me in the throat, which is like an inch from the face, so his aim is only an inch off. God, if you tried to hit me in the face, where would you hit me?
The only 1 inch you got?
Hey, you only get 2.
We need a topic.
Going
I like
back to
ointments.
this, people think they have this ability. Problem is that they very much overestimate this ability. Their, what's the word I'm looking for? Tenacity at using it. In fact, it probably explains most of the victims that I've ever spoken to. How many times have you heard the phrase, but he/she seems so trustworthy? A little mirror gazing is your biggest ally on this one if you have ever fallen for a lying lover or a cheating used car salesman
Or Caitlyn Jenner.
or a cell phone.
What? The previous phrase.
Corkscrew!
If I looked as good as she did at 67, I'll be doing good.
I'll look the same way till I die, because that's going to be in 3 days.
And then you're going to rise again?
House is counting down the time.
And I don't want to know why you want to know if he's rising again.
Because if we put him in a white robe and had him unfurl his hair, he would have a mild savior look to him.
Until I start the fires.
And
Whoa! Oh, Jesus has risen! Oh God! Oh God, it's the Antichrist! No! No! Put your pants back on!
Fires have always been burning.
That's what you hear anyway.
Only when I go outside.
Yeah, but why is it always children screaming that?
oh my god.
We're too close to the school zone.
Or a cell phone kiosk kid who misled you about a data plan. You might want to re-examine your skills at judging people.
Guilty!
Perhaps.
I'm in my corner.
Yeah, and you should re-examine your people judging skills, especially when you're looking in the mirror. And perhaps you should
Can you
take...
creak louder?
And... Don't tempt
No.
him!
Give them stuff to edit out. Show you how hard it is.
I'm leaving that one alone.
Yeah.
Me too. Anyway, yes, I know that all three of us have lines for that one. Perhaps you should take
Not anymore.
And perhaps you should take a
Marshmallow.
friend the next time you buy a car. On a related note, most victims also say, I did have this strange feeling, ...
There's a cream for that.
Those people, for some reason, have learned not to trust the little voice inside their head that is issuing them warnings. If that's you, you should ask yourself why before it's too late. The little voice is usually pretty smart. One class of folks who make such mistakes deserve a pass and a lot of empathy. The elderly. Now, for what this is worth, this guy that initially had tried to scam me asked if I was receiving Social Security. I said, no, you already asked if I'm employed, and I'm not currently at the age to be able to receive such benefits. Recently, a USCLA professor used a machine to examine the brains of old and young people and found that the region called the anterior insula lit up less in older folks than in younger folks.
He was also found guilty of manslaughter.
They're talking about like an MRI, man.
I
or a
know.
CAT scan.
But mine's funnier.
You know,
If
I tried
you-
a CAT scan once, but the cat didn't want to stay on the photocopier.
That was a stretch.
Even for
I think I pulled a
you.
muscle on that one.
Yeah.
Well, at least
I think he pulled his gay ear.
How would you do that?
Just tug on it.
Don't give him that advice. Keep your pants on.
Yeah, we wouldn't notice that anyways.
Again?
Go put them back on.
And it hits the floor.
Your pants?
No, it's
you're
in
short
George's
in all
prostate.
regards that I was told.
Like a tripod.
You
You just
wish.
say, like a tripod with a broken leg.
Yeah.
For one, it's just not
broken.
extended.
A part that lights up if the brain perceives danger, or more specifically, if it perceives a person to be potentially dangerous.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson, danger!
Researchers call it a diminished quote-unquote gut response. What does this mean for you? As you age, you will almost certainly fall for things that you didn't when you were younger. Don't become overconfident. And please, talk to your aging parents often about money.
So I was
Got some money?
So I was just going to say, so if I start out massively paranoid, I should be about average by the time I'm 70.
Either that or make every effort to keep your paranoia.
That's not an effort to keep it, really.
Make it sound like you have PTSD.
It's
'cause
quite
dude-
a Nam.
No, he just looks like it.
His clothes fought a Nam, whatever.
It's better than some people who suffer from BSOD. You never run into one of those people?
I've been one of those people. I've never acted like I was surviving a war.
You don't have to fight in a war to have a disorder of the acronym PTSD.
Or
Yes.
BSOD?
That
Or POD. Terrible, man. Anyway,
Never really listened to them.
there's a reason.
No, that's why I don't listen to Nickelback.
Same idea. Trust me. Imagine Christian Nickelback. You've got POD.
No, I want to see if there's a person named that.
Oh my god.
Christian Nickelback.
Sounds like a knockoff of a popcorn maker, doesn't it?
No, it sounds like a very pretentious person.
What's the name? The name is Christian Nickelback, and I am here.
To hunt witches.
Well, you know, the irony is he's an atheist.
What?
Christian
Agnostic.
Nickelback would obviously be a atheist.
I knew a guy named Christian.
I know a guy named Damien.
I know one too.
Okay, the one I know / knew.
Number 4. You rely too heavily on friends' advice. The other common phrase uttered by victims is, but he or she was recommended by a friend. For some reason, many people turn off their evaluation systems when a friend's recommendation is in play. In the computer hacking world, they call this third-party validation, and it's very effective.
It's super effective.
That's
Going-
entirely different.
We're going back to Pokemon. Sloth Eye!
I say, well, that and one of the other guys I know.
Okay.
A third-party reference is he also does a podcast by that name.
Third-party reference?
No, it's super effective.
Guess what his subject is?
Gee, I don't know. Let me think.
As I say, I texted both of you that you should actually look it up just so you can figure out some of the stuff he's doing.
I forgot, and thus deleted said text.
I haven't forgotten. I'm really lazy. I plan to someday, so if you ever hear this, hi, thinking of you, love.
Oh, see, timeline, you say you've already listened to it, because by then you have.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
about that. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I'm trying to stand up for yourself.
Yeah, I mean...
Don't make me stab you.
I said you sit in a chair.
You're
I
too
doubt-
lazy to
I
stab
doubt
me.
that these recordings are going to see the light
No.
of day with you finalizing, but that's beside the point. Anyway,
I didn't say you. I said him.
Hey, murder, murder, murder! Do it again, Daddy!
he's really okay, folks. We promise.
He didn't
I'm
start
not
out
dead yet.
He didn't start out that way.
Okay.
He's been mildly perforated. It's fine. It's ventilation. He's letting his organs breathe.
He needs to. Anyway.
Oh god, he's gassing us! It's Zyklon B! No!
Don't make me
Oh,
truffle
crap.
shovel.
If anyone actually understood that, it goes back to a lot of references we've made. And not
Yeah.
the truffle shuffle.
Yeah.
Of course, by drawing attention to it, you've now basically said, "Hey, hey, look this up on the internet."
Yeah, well,
Do you want to list the webpage or,
I'll just
link
say
below?
No, I'll just say that sounds like a planet in a cheesy horror film, or not horror film, sci-fi film.
Starring John Travolta.
Yeah, I could see him doing that.
I thought that was Cylons.
No, that's against Dirk Benedict. To the internet.
See, if I were to ever make up a really bad alias, oh crap, I'm giving it away. Okay, NSA, you can have this one. Dirk Bundercombe.
That sounds like a bad, cheesy 70s porn name that failed like the first year. 1971, he failed.
Dirk Benedict.
Wait, so that's,
Buck?
yeah.
Starbuck?
No.
I don't know, nerd!
Yeah, but I thought that Battlefield Earth. That's what they.
Oh god, that's not what they're talking about. That's not that.
No, but I'm
oh
saying.
my god, Battlefield Earth!
But I'm saying I thought that's what the aliens were called.
Alright, so on that wonderful note of fact validation, verification. Any other shuns we should add to here? No? Alright. Skipping over his thoughts here. We're going to farm this out, and Mr.E, would you like to bid adieu?
Until
Say
next time.
There you go. A good web guru toast.
What?
Parting words.
If you're using a comb, make sure you go the right direction.
That would be a good parting word. Alright, and this is your captain, not of a Boeing, just of a dead Paul. Thank you for joining the, what is this? Tales from the Time Traveler's Tavern? Apparently that's what we are. Thank you for joining. So that's it.